Back students, I was telling you that now we will combine the behavior of TP, MP and AP in the form of law of variable proportion. What is law of variable proportion? It is nothing else, it is explanation of variable proportion production function. Means when firm changes one factor input, how will it affect TP and MP? Or you can say that the relationship between input and output in the short run is given the name of law of variable proportion. What does this law says? According to this law, as more and more variable units of variable input, as more and more units of variable inputs are combined with fixed factor, what happens? Initially TP will increase at increasing rate, then at diminishing rate, and finally start falling. That is about TP. Increase at increasing rate, then at diminishing rate, reach at its maximum and start falling. Eventually, or as a result, MP start increasing, reach at its maximum, start falling and becomes negative. MP increase, reach at its maximum, start falling, becomes zero and eventually negative. So this is the behavior of output in terms of TP and MP. So when we increase increase quantity of variable input, initially TP will increase at increasing rate up to this point, then increase at diminishing rate, finally becomes constant and start falling. So that is the behavior. This law can be explained in three stages. What is the first stage? That is known as increasing returns of variable factor. Means when you change variable factors, you get increasing return. What do you mean by increasing return? Increasing return means MP will increase and TP will increase at increasing rate. The stage second is known as diminishing return, DR. What is diminishing return? It is the first stage. Look at the diagram. MP is increasing, reach at its maximum, TP is increasing at increasing rate. So the first column will be classified as the first stage. In the second stage, which is known as diminishing rate, MP start falling but remain positive, becomes zero. As a result, TP increase at diminishing rate and reach at its maximum. What is the second stage? MP is falling, becomes zero. TP is increasing at diminishing rate, constant, becomes constant and reach at its maximum. So the area between these two lines is known as stage second, which is called as diminishing return, and the first stage is known as increasing returns. And the third stage is known as negative returns, because output starts falling. That's why it is known as negative returns. So watch it carefully students. After second line, MP becomes negative and TP start falling. That's why this stage third is known as negative returns. Means beyond this point, if we apply more input, variable input, what will happen? Total production start falling. That is the implication of this law. Now, I think that one question was calling in your mind, how just classify these three stages. The stages are always classified according to the behavior of MP. When MP increase, that is first stage, it means every additional unit of variable input giving more and more output. That's why it is said as increasing return. When MP falls but positive, application of every additional unit of variable input giving less and less output. That's why MP is falling. That's why when MP falls but positive, it is known as diminishing return. We are getting return but getting less and less every time than previous one. Negative returns when MP becomes negative. Means by applying one more unit of labor or variable input, MP becomes negative. That's why it is known as negative. In the schedule, always whenever you have to identify the stages, no need to worry. See the value, see the behavior of MP. 2, 3, 4. MP is increasing. That is first stage is increasing return. Got it? After that, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. From this point onward up to 0, MP is falling. But positive, diminishing return, that is your second stage. And beyond this, MP is negative. That is stage third, which is known as negative returns. So students, it was the behavior of output in the short run when a firm changes labor. Changes labor means increase or decrease the labor. Working hours, keeping capital as constant. This behavior is summed up in the form of law of variable portion. It was the behavior of output. It was about TP, MP, how they changes according to the change in labor. It was the chapter. Thank you students. Have a nice day. Your doubts are welcome.